Yeah. We were trying to understand the essence of Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad helps us in an inward journey. And the whole of this meditation process happens, as we know, in the Anahata Chakra, right? As we all know, the process happens in our Anahata Chakra, which is also called as the heart chakra in our contemporary or colloquial language. And then we are supposed to enter the Daharakasha, the Sunya, or the space inside the heart chakra or the Anahata chakra. And here is the Angushtamatra Purusha. And then the Omkaram is coming from the source, from the Paramatma, which is inside the Anahata chakra. This is what we have been trying to digest. So I thought I would take you to a place where the traces of this Vidya is left on this earth, right? And this place was introduced to us by Guru Garu himself. And this is a place in the Himalayan region, right? These are the middle range of Himalayas. Okay, this is called the Kumaon range. So we just went like that. We didn't know that we would find something so invaluable here. Along with the other group, I just went along there. And you know, I had carried so much with me back. And I'll just try to share that with you. That reinforces the subject we are learning now. Right? These are the Himalayas. We went there. We sat, we had a small trek and we sat there. This is about 6,000 feet, somewhere in the middle region. This is called the Kumaon range. People here believe that Shiva Parvati, they live in this region, is what people believe. And very high energies will substantiate their version. It is also believed that the child of Shiva Parvati was born here, Kumaraswamy, and hence the name Kumaon region. Okay. We went there and we sat at about 3:30 in the morning, and we were just watching the Himalayas unfold. See the mighty Himalayas. As the sun was rising, we could see them in their best, the most beautiful Himalayas. And somewhere here, just behind here, this one is supposed to be the Mount Kailas, the Kailas Parvatam we call. And people worship Kailas as Shiva himself. The abode of Shiva is Shiva himself. Right. And this is how they looked as the sun was rising. Look at the change in colors and all. So beautiful it was. See. And we were looking at the Kailas, right? Here they go. They're unfolding. And we sat in a quiet place in a forest. And from there we were watching the Himalayas. Nanda Devi also could be seen from here. See how beautiful they are. And this is Mount Kailash. We were looking at Mount Kailash from the, I think, the southwest point, from the southwest point. We can as well access it from the Tibetan region, right? We were seeing it from the Indian side. This was somewhere about 6 o'clock in the morning. We were looking like this. And why am I showing you all these? Here we are. There is a group of temples here. This is a group of temples which are called by the name Jageshwar Dham, they say. This is a group of this is a setting from just a kilometer, I think, from where I've shown you all the slides of Mount Kailash. This is just a kilometer from there, or 2 at the most. This is a set of about 100 temples. Adi Shankaracharya was supposed to have made the Punah Pratishta. You know, these saints, they can recognize the energies in a particular region. They can recognize the energies. They can sense the energies. So the Punah Pratishta is energizing it again, or bringing the energies into our midst. The latent or the dormant energies were brought back by him. That is called a Pratishta or Punah Pratishta. These temples, you know, they date back to about, between 1,000 to 2,000 years old. They are 1,000 to 2,000 years old. And even before, don't know when, since then, there was this Kshetra. And, you know, Adi Shankaracharya had made the Punah Pratishta, as I was telling you. And these temples were reconstructed by the Chand dynasty, they say, the Chand kings. So, in these temples, you know, this is a beautiful deodar, devadar, we call it in normal language, deodar trees also, they say. This is a Shaktipeeth, they also call it as, where the energies are at the highest. Most of us who know a little bit of science, we can read that magnetic field, and where we also have some null points where the magnetic field is 0. A Shaktipeeth is a place where the energies are at the highest. Right? So these are the temples there. And in these temples, there is also Jageshwar, a Jyotirling, one of the most important 12 places in India. This is one where Lord Shiva is also there. But I'll be taking you to another small temple where the experiences I had was abnormal, I can say, enormous. I've carried back. See, this is the temple where I want you all to carefully observe the eyes of Pushti Mata. She is the Pushti Mata. See the eyes. They are half open, and she is looking at her Anahata Chakra. As we were offering our pranams to Mother Pushti, then the priest there, he told us that, Amma, carefully watch. The mother is looking at her Anahata Chakra. She's meditating on her Anahata Chakra, he said. Then we just started looking at the deity there. And, you know, she was sweating all over. The whole Vigraha there, the Murti there was sweating, because the tapas she was performing was so intense that she was sweating. The priest would go and he would just use a small handkerchief, and then he would offer the prayers. So, see, our sages have left the code behind here. See, this is a beautiful place on earth which will substantiate the Vidya, or support and help us to understand that this is a Vidya which has been practiced over thousands of years. And this will help us understand that. Carefully observe the eyes, so that when we are doing the meditation, we will understand that we have to shift our inner sight or the inner vision towards the Anahata Chakra. Mahamrityunjay mantra, we also come across Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam, we say. It is this mother about whom that is being referred to. You see, this dog is so blessed, you know. This dog, you know, I can never forget this dog. It was about at 3:30 or 4 in the morning. I went and sat in this temple for meditation. Me and the dog were there, just both of us. And this dog, it stays there 24/7. Even whether it might snow or it might rain, it is there, It must have been some sadhak which wanted to be in the lap of the mother. I will tell you why I remember this dog so well. It is there that as I was sitting in the meditation, I just closed my eyes. Suddenly, around my navel, somewhere around that, I could see all the planets going around. The Navagrahas, all the Jupiter, Saturn. I just closed my eyes. I was seeing all that, all these things. And there were lights here all over. Number of lights here. I just opened my eyes, and it was that dog and me who were there. I was thinking that I was somewhere lost or something. I didn't understand that whole thing. Again, I closed my eyes. I see that the planets were going around in circles around my navel region or the Manipura region, and there were lights here all over. From the navel region to the top, I could see many lights, huge lights, very bright lights. This happened on and off. So I just forgot that there. I just came back. Guru Garu was not in his body then. I didn't know what that meant. Maybe somewhere after, say, about 6 months or so, I happened to meet one of Guruji's disciple. I asked him, "Sir, something happened to me there. I could see this. What does that mean?" Then he says that there are 14 lokas. Padunalgu Bhuvana Bandamulu, we say in Telugu. 14 lokas are the astral planes. And he said, "Amma, you have seen that there." "Sir, I could only see lights above my navel region," I said. Then he said that, "See, these lokas, this one is our earthly plane, Bhuloka, as we commonly call it. And the next one above, we have seen Tripuras, you know that? It is our level of functioning or a level of awareness or understanding. That is how we can relate to. So just as there are some physical planes outside, that is called the Brahmanda. There is also a small miniature Brahmanda inside the body," he said. And sir, I said, I could only see few lights above. Then he said that once I name these planes, I will explain. This is Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Mahalokam, Janalokam, Tapolokam, and so on. Okay, there are the Kailash, Vaikuntha, and all people relate with. So based on the merits, the soul, once it leaves the body, it goes to one of these planes, is what he has explained. And there is another beautiful book by Guru Garu called The Structure of Universe, which I've come across later. You see, Guru Garu's way of explaining to us is, he gives us an experience and then he comes out with a subject. He gives us the subject. So initially I had the experience and then came the subject to me. So Bhulokam, Bhuvarlokam, Suvarlokam, Mahalokam, Janalokam, Tapolokam, Kailasham, Vaikuntham, and all they are above. And these are the other planes which are below. They are called the Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Rasatala, and so on. Patala and all these are. Then I kept on asking him that, "Sir, I haven't seen these." Then he said that, having been born a human being, we have come across all these levels, All these lower planes lie below the Mooladhara chakra. These are the levels of awareness, lower levels of awareness. which lie below the Mooladhara Chakra. These are the 7 lokas. It means that we have overcome all these. We have traversed through, we have transcended through all these levels of awareness, and we are. And so our main aim is to reach higher levels of awareness. And that is where this Brahma Vidya or the Atma Vidya is going to take us. It is going to take us to the higher levels, right? See this. This is a beautiful picture of the Brahmanda. In English, it is called as the cosmic egg. See, this is the earthly plane. This is the earthly plane. And sometime when we can, maybe we will also talk about the structure of the universe in detail. Guru Garu has given so much of information about all these lokas as well. For people who want proof or who want the evidence, everything is given in that book. So this is the Bhuloka where we are. And even when we say Om Bhut Bhuvasuvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam, the Gayatri mantra goes on. So we are, the mantra is invoking the lokas, Bhulokam, Om Bhur Bhuva Suvaha. It is invoking all these lokas as well. The energies of these lokas as well. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, and Satyaloka. There are many other lokas as well as the Goloka where Lord Krishna is supposed to be there. So all these lokas and their attributes. And we are trying to reach a point where there is no attribute at all. And these are the lower planes where the Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. Patala, we usually come across this word. When somebody curses somebody, they say that I'll push you to the Patala, they say. Commonly used word. So these are the 7 lokas which are there below the spinal cord, the tip of the spinal cord or the tail-like thing. Below that, there is the Mooladhara Chakra at the tip. And below that are these 7 lokas, which we have already transcended. To take a human form, we have to cross all these levels of awareness for us to understand and reach this earthly plane in a human form. And then, when Guru Garu's disciple, his Professor Raghavendra, he explained to me that which I have seen inside, I've seen some light, I've seen the planets going around here, around the navel region, somewhere below the navel region, I can say, and few lights like this. See? They were shining so bright. He said that is called a Kshudra Brahmanda. Kshudra is more often it is a misunderstood word. People get frightened of the word Kshudra. Kshudra is something fierce or some black magic thing, like that's a misconception. But Kshudra is a miniature. Miniature means it is a small one. So the same Brahmanda, which is there outside, this is called the Brahmanda, and that which is there inside is called the Kshudra Brahmanda. Kshudra is miniature. See, we were also talking about the Dahara Akasha. Dahara is a small space within us, inside the Anahata Chakra. Just as there is a huge space outside, there is a small space inside. And that is the cave of meditation, we said. No? So whatever is there outside is there inside us. That is called the macrocosm. And this little thing inside is called the microcosm. That is the Brahmanda. This is the Kshudra Brahmanda, which is a very small, miniature. When we prepare you want to make a flight or a plane, you make a model, right? The model is here and the prototype is there, right? The bigger one, which we can see with the physical eyes, is the Brahmanda. That which we can see with the inner vision is the Kshudra Brahmanda. Hope I'm clear up to this point. So if there are any interactions on this, we can share. How to realize this, or how do I believe in this might be the question. When a person like me could experience that, anybody on this earth can experience it. I can say that with confidence. Because I wanted all proofs, evidences, and I could see it inside. If I could have seen that, anybody else on this earth can see that with a little effort. The effortless effort is sitting through this 1 hour of meditation, focusing on the Paramatma, the Angushtamatra Purusha, listening to the Paramatma. We are not chanting. If necessary, we will chant for about an hour and then allow the Angushtamatra Purusha to listen to the Omkaram coming from the source, the Paramatma which is inside. Yes.
Thank you, Rajalakshmi ma'am. That's a beautiful sharing. The masters, any sharing or anything that you want to ask ma'am on this concept, please raise your hand. I can unmute you.
Here, Arlene, I think we can hand over the session to Parameshwaran sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Permission, sir. Yeah, Namrata.
Namrata, wonderful. Namrata.
Yeah, so sorry. It's so interesting. I thought the levels are after you die, you go.
No,
but
that's it. That's the beauty
so it
of
was
this.
such a yeah, the
That's the beauty
total
of
thing
this.
changed, and I was trying to wrap my head around it, and then you said, we've already come through the lower levels.
Yes.
And we are now in the earth plane as human beings.
Yeah.
And so in meditation, we can go to these other levels and we don't have to die really to go to them.
Yes,
Correct?
we don't have to die. Yeah. That is where we lose the fear of death. Death is the fear of dying. When we understand this, the whole process is the evolution of the soul or evolution of the Atma, which is one with Paramatma, but it has lost its way somewhere. Then we understand where is the point of dying and the fear of death.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't have to really go anywhere. We are on this earth only, in this body only, and we are experiencing these different lokas.
Yes, that's it.
That's the different levels of consciousness. Oh my God, it's like a tube light going off in the brain, no?
Exactly. That's it. That's what I have understood. And more so, the experiences gives us that foothold, that confidence. It takes us forward.
Okay, but because of my vision problem, I couldn't see the, when you were telling us that the deity was there and she's focused on the eyes and she's focused on the heart. I couldn't really make out that. So basically, we just have to turn our eyes inward. How do we do that? Like I was wanting to...
Physically, our eyes are closed. But
Okay.
our inner vision is on the Anahata Chakra. That is the main part.
Right. You're focused through your...
Inner focus.
Inner focus.
Or your awareness, as we say.
Right.
The awareness is on the Anahata Chakra.
Okay. And, the deity on the side that you said is was sweating.
Yeah.
I mean, that is...
Yes, no other... That's a complex, there are about 100 Shivalingas there. And nothing was happening to any of that. And the priest was saying that the mother is perspiring because of the intensity of the tapas she's in. She is in tapas even today. That is what he was saying. And my inner mind was saying, how do I believe this, And she was sweating. And he was wiping the... Yeah, he was wiping out the sweat. He was wiping out the sweat.
Okay. I'd love... Where is this place? If you share with us, where is this place?
We will all probably, if Guru Garu blesses sometime, maybe we will all visit.
Yes.
the ultimate experience and the ultimate meditation that we are in. We are at the ultimate the stage of understanding things. Just one step away is what Guru Garu says. You're just one step away, he says.
Right.
Yeah, this
Right.
is
I mean, it's such a veil, right? We are thinking, okay, I'm going to die and then I'm going to go into the other lokas and I'm going to,
and it is
and
like, it is like yad bhavam tad bhavati, right?
yeah,
If you believe that you die, your physical body dies and it physically goes to some other lokas. If you believe that you are not going to die, your consciousness simply reaches the ultimate. That's all. It's all in the mind again. It's all in our understanding.
so it's this astral travel that we do.
Dvaita, when we understand I'm different, you are different, I'm the physical, if you relate yourself to the physical body, then obviously your physical body has to travel these physical worlds. When you shift your consciousness to the core, then simply the Angushtamatra Purusha dissolves in the Paramatma and it's the end of it. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. All this is happening in the consciousness, right?
Yeah. And then
It's
these
all-
multiverses that they're talking about, I know that I'm taking it off in another direction, but these multiverses that we are talking about, they also exist at the same, because we are in different levels of consciousness. So at the same time, we could be in different places, and time and space is immaterial.
This is the question I had, and Guru Garu had a wonderful answer. That is the reason why we only consider the cosmic egg, the Brahmanda, because only this has an influence on the soul. Just like suppose you are in India, your son or daughter is in India, the influence will be much more, right?
Yeah.
If the person is in US or UK, your influence reduces.
Right.
If the person is on the moon, it's much lesser.
Yeah. No influence. Yeah.
So only this cosmic egg, the lokas in the cosmic egg will have an influence on this world. That's all. On the earth. There are so many universes. That is what people have been referring to as the multiverse. But they all do not have any impact on us.
Right.
The energy.
No, but then fragments of our soul, when we say that fragments of the soul are in different, like
you're
at the
talking
same
about
time.
parallel lives,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like
I got
the
your
past,
point.
present, and future are now. It is like you're living all three
at the same time.
At the same time. Yeah, I'm confused about this.
No, like that is the reason why they say when you are meditating, it is necessary for us to learn and unlearn as well, because many other things, they interfere with us and they hamper the progress, right? And the thing, as we traverse the mid region, the middle fourth way, we said, there are number of desires of the lower type and the middle type and the higher type. The highest of that would be a desire for siddhis. You will be able to be, you will be able to have 2-3 bodies paralleling. Guru Garu has 3 parallel lives. No, he's a siddha. He's the seer of Kanchipeetham. He was referring to Guru Garu as Siddha Yogi and Yoga Siddha, he was saying. Siddha Yogi, who's born a Siddha. Yoga Siddha is one who has attained Siddhis through yoga. Both. So it is very normal for any one of us to attain Siddhis as we evolve. Right? And these people, they don't get carried away by their Siddhis. They just
that's the trick.
Like any one of us, So we should not be really bothered about the abilities to do many things. We should not be bothered. Just sit through. You see many experiences, sit through. You attain siddhis, sit through. Then you evolve. That is our
that I know. Even I feel like they just divert you. What the real goal is, the light.
They just block.
You just have to keep going. And all these are like, you can do it, but it's no big deal. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for the higher purpose, right? You're going towards your higher consciousness.
Yes.
Yes, you continue on the journey.
Yes, that we continue. We
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
hands together and we go, we evolve.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Thank you.
book is the people, one of us were asking us, it is the structure of universe written by Guru Garu, Sadguru Sivananda Murthy Garu. And it can be ordered from Sivananda Supatha Foundation. I shall type in the Sivananda Supatha Foundation. They can send you the book. Yeah. Okay, thank you all. Over to Parameshwaran, sir.
Namaste again to all.
Just a second, sir. Parvati Devi did tapas for Lord Shiva. Yes, yes, it is the place. That is the place, sir. Yes. Thank you.
Om Trayambakam Vijamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhana Mrityo Mukshiya Mamritat. We offer our salutations to the three-eyed Lord. For what? Sugandhim, the fragrance. He is fragrance. So when he say he, she, both are same. Urvarukamiva Bandhanat. The meaning of that. So we worship. See here again, Yajamahe, we worship. That is how the Sanskrit mantras are there. There is no I there also. If you see the subtle thing. For what? Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam, the fragrance to increase. Because Shiva Sham Mangalam Karoti Idi Shiva. He himself is the being, fragrance. So Pushti Vardhanam, to increase in me here. We worship. And Urvarukamiva Bandhana. You know, the cucumber, the ripe cucumber, those who have seen and live in the plants, the creeper, you would have seen. It will be hanging. When it is ripe, it will be hanging, it will come down like that. It will be there for a long time. And in my villages and all that, we cut it and hang it so that it will not get spoiled, no fridge and all that. Even for months, it can be there. The air naturally. So here in the creeper, it hangs and goes down like this. And one day it gets disconnected from the creeper and falls down. So here the meaning is like effortlessly how the cucumber gets disconnected and goes away. Like that. We have to the physical death, whatever we are calling about moksha, from death to immortality. What is so? Urvarukamiva, from bondage, lead me to immortality. Urvarukamiva bandhanat mrityoho mukshiya ma amritat. Lead me to. This is the prayer meaning of that. All scriptural prayers are like that, common. So. Rajalakshmi ji went to that place and she could experience that like this. See, when we get chance like this, yes, we have to go. That too, going with the group is wonderful. Of course, I have not gone to this particular place. Of course, I was fortunate to visit Kailas Mansarovar. Of course, I had also different experience. Only one point I'll tell you, when we were going, we were Ashtaparbat only, we have from after Mansarovar, and we were waiting for visa was not coming, etc. So 2-3 days we spent there. Then we were walking. So people were sitting somewhere in the Ashtaparvat, somewhere we could see as if it is a next door, Kailas Parvat, but it is quite far actually. But so few of us, 2-3 people, we started walking. Why not go and see, kept on walking a little more further up. Then all stones, other side there was a small river like going. But so then I found nobody. Someone was going far away front side, and when I looked behind, nobody was there. So a thought came. Adi Shankara Kedarnath, he went and he not came back. That is how he left the body. Nobody has seen his body. Like that. So that thought came, why not I go then go to Kailas alone? Why to wait? Why wait for visa? So maybe body also I leave Shankaracharya like that, okay, like that. Then I walked little more, then I found another student there in the mountain only. Then suddenly something flashed me. I sat there. In Tamil, there is a film song only, but its meaning. Kashikku pogum sannyasi, un kudumbam ennagum nee yoshi. You are going to Kashi when you have family, children, everything. Leaving, you are adopting sannyasa there and going away from leaving the house. This is what commonly we think sannyasa means leaving everything and going. So if you go like that, what will happen to your family? You are not doing your dharma. So I was thinking of my wife. She was not quite well. She has some issues and all that health issues. And the Lord, who will be there? Having married. Okay. So then I sat there and meditated and came back. So, and again, her point, we don't have to go there to get. So when that time comes, I'm still here 15, 16 years over, physically here and going on. So we can do meditation here, and when the time comes, like the Urvaruga, the Kukumbar get disconnected, that day it will happen, let it happen. So allow that to happen. For that, we don't have to go, but enjoy the journey wherever like this. I enjoyed that. Hopefully, probably we all will go to this place also once. Let the blessing come, right? So everything is, starting point is trust, of course, faith, right? So let us take deep breaths. And people say, today, those who talk about spirituality, as above, so below. Brahmanda, Pindanda are same. But there we think, when we say above, we look at the sky. Below, you cannot see anything below. You can see only your feet or just earth or whatever. But the real meaning is here, that lokas. So here, from here, you can see there and here, but we are already here in the Anahata. So how we go, it is through internal journey only. So the body is an instrument. It's a Kshetra, and Kshetrajna is inside. So connect to the Kshetrajna, become that. That's ultimate, right? So let's take 2-3 deep breaths, taking a comfortable posture. Spine erect. Exhale and let go all the tension, stress. It's happening. At your own pace, fully let go. Now let's go for Sukha Pranayama or Nadi Shuddhi Pranayama. 5 cycles at least for time. Otherwise, we can do longer, but now we will do 5 cycles so that we can go for meditation. Starting from left, Ida, exhale. And slowly, steadily inhale. Hold. Opening the right. Fully, slowly, smoothly exhale. Wait for a moment. Then inhale slowly. Puraka and Kopaka. Hold. Slowly open the left. 1 cycle, continue at your own pace. 5 cycles with total awareness.
We'll start in the next 30 seconds, Master.
Daharakasharupini. We are going in to the Daharakasha.
Om Om. 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 Om.
Om. Om. Om. Om